welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, where I will be starting a new series today as Italy, trying to go an alternative route with the goal to create the Italian Empire. We're going to ditch Mussolini, ditch Germany, focus on building a formidable army, navy, air force that can stand on its own. Overall, this series should be a bit of a guide, but also just a fun let's play to follow along with. We're currently on the latest patch with the latest DLCs, including Arms Against Tyranny, as of the date I am recording this. But with all that, let's go ahead and jump in. So, first thing we're going to do is assign some of our production. So, as you can see, we have lots of ships here in production. I just like to go ahead and finish all of these. The only time I would ever cancel any of these is when they have pretty low progress and production like these, but these are actually pretty decent battleships. So and battleships take a long time to build, so we're going to leave those. We're going to get rid of the interwar close air support. Going to move this up. I will put a few on support equipment. I'm noticing we're actually not building any artillery, so we will go ahead and assign that. Put 3 on that, and I also am going to be wanting to make some anti-air. That's going to be really helpful for our troops later on. Whether we're fighting the British or the Germans, we're going to be wanting to make some of that from the beginning. We have a few more, so let's just kind of split these up between our guns, our artillery, and our support equipment. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's go and look at our research. We got 4 research slots, so we'll want to do the basics here initially. Machine tools, mechanical engineering, construction 1. As for what we do next, I'm thinking nothing here in tanks we can do. We could get the engines, but that's not really useful until we get the 1938s. I could do some of this. Or get this for that passive bonus. I think we're actually going to just pick up the artillery one. Yeah. Yep, we'll do that, and we're going to go ahead and build just 2 civs right here and right there, and then we're going to queue up some infrastructure in Campania and Veneto. You'll see why later on. So, in terms of our focus, we are currently in the war in Ethiopia, and we'll get to that in a second. In terms of our focus, most people would go Ethiopian war logistics. I'm not going to do that, and you'll see why later, because we can actually bypass this. And you might think, well, why would you want to bypass it? It's a 35-day focus, and that's just because it's just some infrastructure and naval bases, and honestly, that is a little helpful, but you can easily win the war in Ethiopia without it. Instead, we're actually going to go ahead and do the Italian highways. Get that infrastructure building bonus early on, as well as just help our industry a little bit earlier. We are missing some of this. I'm not going to trade for any just yet. Maybe the steel, we'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get set up for the war in Ethiopia here. So I like to take these guys up here and put them in an army. These guys down here. Take the rest of our troops that are sitting over here and put them in an army. I want to take the mountaineers and make sure they go to this army, because this is where all the mountains are. I like to take the tanks and put them down here. It's a lot more flat terrain. Let's see, let's take the cav and put them up here as well. And the rest can all come down here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's get these guys in a field marshal. I like to go with this guy. He's got the offensive doctrine, extra attack, and the desert fox, which is going to help our southern front. For the red army, which actually I want to move that over there. For the red army, I'm going to put the, I think we have a mountaineer around here somewhere. Where is he? There you are. He's not like got the best stats, but we can train him up, and that's a really good trait to have. This army, let's just see who's got some decent attack. I don't like this guy. He's got harsh leader. We'll go with him. Yeah, he's got some good bonuses. And he will be commanding some armor divisions. Next thing we want to do is get the Air Force set up. Let's go ahead and just assign these ones to air superiority and close air support. Okay. Let's take the rest of these. And, oof, okay. Let's take, so we only have a airbase that can fit about 200 down there, so we'll want to think about this. 80. Let's actually just bring them all down here, combine them, and then we'll send them over. Actually, no, we can just do, we'll send these guys over here and the rest over to here. Yeah, we'll have to take a few planes away from this, but that's okay. Yeah. These guys down here, sign there. That's just about goods. Let's take a look at the Navy really quick. Just don't want to do anything special with this just yet. We're just going to assign it to a task force and tell it to go over to Naples. Okay. Nothing else to do here, I think, other than just go ahead and assign some orders. So I'll get that there, and it's down here, along with a planning bonus. We're not really going to let the AI control what they're doing, but we will do that to get them a planning bonus. So you could attack up here, but there's actually, you can attack from 3 tiles down here, so let's do that. Attack there. And the key up here is just to kind of push through here. You don't really want to fight over the river. You can, but it's just not really the best. So let's queue up that and attack here. Okay. I think that's everything. Can't get any of these yet. We don't have any command power. Yep, okay, everything's assigned. Let's go ahead and start the war here. We can put it on 4 speed while we try to get a little bit of a breakthrough here going. Shouldn't really take us too long to do. We actually go in on 5 speed. See if we can't make some progress here. Okay, we pushed in the south. Okay, now that we're up against this river line, what we're going to want to do is actually pull this line over. Like that, and then just have a fallback line here. Just with 2 troops that aren't really going to be pushing. Yeah. You can go there. Yeah, make sure they're pushing. Make sure this guy's going over here. Yeah, because we just want to defend here. We don't want to be actually trying to push there. We got this end of the Christmas offensive events. I'm just going to go with by any means necessary. You get a nice plus 15% attack bonus, which is good. Yeah, the line's getting a little bit messed up here. Just gotta keep making sure we pull that back until we push through this corridor here. Yeah. And they should pretty easily just fall over. Okay, we've made some traction stuff. We're gonna slow it down here for a second. So we're getting pushed back there, actually. I think what we'll do is, to get the success in the south, you need to control one of these provinces. So I think what we're going to do, honestly, is just try and push there. while we do a pinning attack, we'll be able to get some, you know, a better advantage down there once more of our troops kind of file in. Once again, this line's getting a little bit messed up. Just unfortunate, but not much we can do with that. Okay, so we're winning there, we're winning down here. I'd like to get this guy in here. Just kind of want to micromanage that a bit if we can. Okay, we got Italian highways. So that's going to give us a nice infrastructure building bonus. We could take this, but again, I'm going to wait for that to bypass. Instead, what I'm going to do is pick up probably, I was thinking one of these, but I think this early on would be better. Just for the mills, the army experience. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. So I just want to make sure we're still fighting here. Yep, looks pretty good. Okay, let's go and pause it. We should be able to break through here pretty quickly. Okay, so once again, I don't want to fight over the river, but we need to add some extra troops to this army to compensate. So, again, our supply is also really bad. Oh, we need to make sure we set our motorization. Let's, as much as I don't want to use the mountaineer troops, we're just going to assign that one there for now. And just keep pushing here. We can get the subjugation of Ossa. I'm actually just going to have these guys come over here for a second if I can. I'm going to let the event just hang for a second, so I can get some troops kind of positioned to move in there. Okay. Hopefully they'll let us move in here and occupy. Don't want these troops to move. Let's go ahead and just okay, we got that. Let's go ahead and send these guys down. Mountaineers should be able to move pretty quick. We should also be able to just extend the line. Now, this is a much better area to push in. Alright, come on down here. Let's see, just making sure. Yep, once we move out of this tile, we can hopefully do a little better. This is just wide open. We can just move in here. Yeah, maybe do a pinning attack there. These guys attack there. I'm just going to have, since the north is a little more important, I'm going to have these guys set to aggressive. Just have them push. Alright. Set them to balanced cohesion as well. Okay. Send this guy over there. Okay. And the supply is improving. You could build a railway down here. I think that's actually what we're going to do, because there's a supply hub there. Start building that as well. Someone moved in there to take that, but hopefully we should be able to quickly take it back. And we are winning down there, which is good. This tile is open. No, it just looked like it was open. And hopefully we're getting those attacking from multiple direction bonuses that we want to see. Okay, we pushed there. Let's get in here and just quickly take that. And that way we'll be able to get some supply down here. Now, did we not build rails here? I suppose when we lost the tile, it stopped building the rails. Okay, that makes sense. We have them on the run now. Okay, good, we got that. Alright, let's go ahead and pull that over there as well. Okay. Now that they're a little further pushed back, I'm going to go ahead and have them attack and set them to aggressive as well, so we don't have to micro it as much. Just make sure our troops are doing something. I'd actually like to attack this. We could connect this up, that'd be really good. But also give these guys supply, which they also need to set to motorize. And I think we're pushed out of there now, so we want to go and move down there. Yeah, that looks better. We can do more ground crews as well in these areas. A little bit more efficiency. Not having any luck there. Let's take half these guys and send them there. Could attack there. I feel like that's a little more likely to win. These guys can actually just walk in here. And I don't know what these guys are doing. So we want them to also come here. Start grabbing up some of those victory points. Yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Again, I don't really want to attack there. You won't let me do that. Okay. I think we're gonna go and take... So we can't do any of these yet because you have to make some progress in Ethiopia to do that. But I think we'll go and take the bandits where a little mixed on these. I know with this one you get some nice bonuses as well as that division speed, chief of army, but this thing's also nice. I think we'll go ahead and do air innovations. Also, we need to actually go ahead and justify on Austria, because part of our goal is going to be to deny Germany the Anschluss as part of our expansion plans here in the Balkans. And we could have actually done that a little earlier, but I just simply forgot. Alright, let's assign a few more to our guns. Once we're done with this, we'll also stop making these tanks. I'm only keeping them around for now, simply for the few tank divisions we do have. We can also go ahead and abandon the naval treaties. Gotta do that before we forget. Do have some army XP here, but nothing we really want to use it on yet. Right, I think I just had too many troops attacking here. Maybe that will work a bit better. Okay. It looks like they're moving. The tanks are a bit slow, I think, because they don't have enough fuel. From what it looks like. Yeah, okay. Got that open, and now they're just wide open for us to go and start taking some of these tiles. Okay, we got solid progress. Perfect. Now, we really just want to make sure we can win before their leader flees the country. If we make sure we can do that, then hopefully we won't get a case where we're at war with a government in exile. That would be very annoying, and rather not deal with that. And they are cut off here. That's good. Let's make sure they're assigned to that. To push them back. Looks good. They didn't assign to that. There we go. That's good. And make sure they're also pushing here. Just clean this up as fast as possible. Just get in here. And they're just open here, so just move in. Okay. Make sure you're attacking, guys. These guys are just out of supply. And, you know, I don't know if the building the railway here is really worth it, considering how long it took to get that up, but it's something. Alright. Go and pause it. And just go up to 4 speed here. Try and get this cleaned up really quick. Shouldn't be too much longer now until they capitulate. Take that, hopefully. Yeah, and with that, Ethiopia is dealt with, and we can go ahead and annex them and confirm an exit. Okay, with Ethiopia done, our next conquest is looking to be the Austria conflict, but we have a few things we want to do while we're waiting on that. First thing is we want to start training our navy over here. Secondly, we can stop these guys and bring them back over here to Sicily, which I believe is our largest air base. Let's see, what else? Just checking some of this. Our steel has recovered a little bit since we got some of these resources down here. Alright, let's also go ahead and bring this army back over here and just kind of set up a fallback line along the coast here. And as you can see, we just bypassed that ministry, that Ethiopian war logistics focus. So now we can just directly do Ministry of Italian Africa, and we didn't even have to spend any time doing that focus, which is pretty good. We're currently working on air innovations, but after that, we're probably going to come over to here and grab this, which is going to give us a free intelligence agency. Now, some people might think you should go struggle in Ethiopia, and this will help you get rid of Mussolini a little faster, but I prefer to go this route and get some of these. You know, this is really nice. You get the free intelligence agency. This is also pretty good. And just some of these other things are really nice. And you can still convene the Grand Council. You just have to be a little bit more aware of decisions you have to take. And make sure you're getting enough XP, as it's going to cost 15 each in order to take the specific decisions related to undermining Mussolini and kind of weakening his hold in the balance power mechanic. Aside from that, just 5-speed it for now. Get everyone in position while we are waiting. And let's see, what is this? This is the Naval Conference. We do have a lot of army XP, so there are a few things we could do. I think we can go ahead and update our template. As far as I understand right now, the 18 width is pretty good. So I think what we'll do is we'll add artillery, and then we're going to add some support anti-air, and that'll look pretty good. We are going to need a lot of artillery for that, though. I'd also like to maybe... I want to make use of our rangers in this playthrough, so I'm thinking we could maybe expand this, and no, that'd bring us up our special forces limit. Well, eventually I'd like to maybe get these to a 26 width. We could touch this, but actually I don't think we're going to use light tanks this playthrough. We're actually going to get rid of these and unselect some of the irregulars, which we might disband those later. We'll leave the Alpine divisions, but the cav and the tanks we're going to switch over to our normal infantry template and train that up. Alright, and we freed up that, so we'll put a few more on artillery. Actually do that. Eventually we'll want to just start designing a few new planes, but we just simply don't have enough XP. This will give us a little bit, but we're going to want to hang on to some of that. We do have a little bit of political power. We could get one of these guys, but I'm actually going to save that to go up to war economy as soon as possible, just to get that kind of economic snowball going. We got the Pacify Ethiopia decision here. This shouldn't really be relevant. I'm going to try and make the sort of puppet state down here. Hopefully. But yeah, we could start trading for some of these, but I just don't really think it's worth it right now. Let's go and get mechanical computing. And yeah, I mean, so far in this patch and in Arms Against Tyranny, I think Italy's pretty strong. I do notice the AI struggling against Ethiopia a little more. Not sure if that's because of the international market or why exactly, but I've noticed that Italy does seem to struggle a little bit more. I think we might actually want to pick up either this or this. And I'm thinking our stability is not really a problem, so we're actually going to go ahead and pick up state serves the military for that nice political power bonus. And I'm just looking here. Yeah, again, it's... I wish you wouldn't be alerted of that. I don't know if you can toggle that here, but then you don't get notified of other things. So, is what it is. It goes away eventually. I would train the planes, but I want to make sure what oil we're having is going to our ships. So we can make sure we're training that and getting as much Navy XP as possible. We're going to need 15 to take those balanced power decisions. And we're going to go ahead and up the speed to 5. Just take a look here. So we'll be done in October of 1936 here, which seems pretty good to me. And we're getting pretty close. Our goal after we take out Austria is probably going to be to immediately come over here and start justifying against Hungary. Generally, if you wait any longer than that, both Britain and France are going to start throwing out some extra guarantees. And once you get around 26% world tension, and we don't really want to deal with that. And just look to kind of expand on some of these sort of easier targets as much as possible. Through our focus tree, we can hopefully annex parts of or the entirety of Yugoslavia, so that's going to be a goal of ours as well. Now, we could get the anti-tank. That's not usually too useful. These are way ahead of time. I think we're going to start working on some naval techs. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the depth charge thrower. Actually, no, I'm going to go and try and get torpedoes first. We're going to use the this new MIO system with Arms Against Tyranny. We're going to get the escort fleet, and this is what we're going to use for our support cruisers and destroyers. Just kind of put all our screen tech into that. We did get a trait for our artillery MIO. We're going to go ahead and pick up this just for some extra added product efficiency gain. Should be pretty helpful. And I am a little bit concerned. I seem to have used a bit too much of the army experience that I wanted to hold on to, so in a bit here we might get a general just to get a little bit more, unless we can get it through army training. We'll just have to see. So yeah, once this finishes, I think we're probably going to go ahead and end our first episode. But I hope you enjoyed watching so far, and we'll be back with more, hopefully to go ahead and fight the war in Austria and just continue kind of building up here in the early game as we prepare to sort of move against some of these weaker countries to our east. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.